Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Slaja Fambar, and I welcome you for the episode 1 of our season 2. We'll be playing together XCOM2 War of the Chosen. Before we start, let me explain a couple of things about the mods, about the way how we will play, and in general some information about the game. XCOM2 is a strategic game. We will be playing on the hardest difficulty, Legend, and we will enable the Ironman. That means all our decisions are permanent. We cannot use so-called saves coming. We cannot load in case we make something wrong. All mistakes will be permanent. All deaths are permanent. All errors, if I made them during the game, I will pay for them and I will have to live with them. There is no second chances. So it's gonna be a quite challenge. I'm not really sure if you will succeed. I managed to finish this game a couple of times on this difficulty already, but not always was I able to achieve the victory because the difficulty is really high. We will be using a couple of mods. I'm using modifications. I'm gonna, if you want, I can give you the description of the modifications. Basically, a rule of thumb is I'm trying to avoid modifications which would be changing the difficulty or the gameplay. Most of that are cosmetic mods, so the soldier customization, new hair, new voices, etc. Some user interface tweaks, and some mods which are affecting, I would say, convenience of the play, so like evac all. The only mod which actually has or can have some impact on the gameplay which I'm using, and it's the only one which I have added, is the so-called Flawless mod. It means if we will finish a mission flawlessly, that means with no wounded soldier or killed soldier, I will be getting a small reward for such mission. I believe it's a good motivation to really play as good as possible and ensure that we will be putting our maximum and bringing the 8 game. And if we manage, if we succeed, then we might get rewarded. The reward is usually small, but I would like to be transparent and I would like to mention it. So that's one thing which is slightly different than the others. I'll be using some other mods, as I mentioned, cosmetics mostly, because I like the soldiers to be unique. Each of them will have their own unique backstory, which I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna introduce all the soldiers. And if you want, I would be happy to add you to the character pool if you will send me your soldiers or soldier suggestion. It could be based on yourself or your idea, it doesn't matter. Feel free to contact me, and we will find a way how to add you to the character pool. I think that will be all for now. I will be explaining, or at least I will try to explain all the moves and the choices and the actions I will be doing, so you actually know why I did it, or why is such move done, or why I made this choice. And I hope it will help the guys who struggle with this difficulty to kind of improve their gaming. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, to actually help other people, because I remember how I struggled with this game on this difficulty, and it took me a lot of time. Obviously, I'm not saying I will be playing without any mistakes. Mistakes will happen. We will try to avoid them, and that's the only way how we can ensure that we will finish successfully the whole campaign. I think that's enough for now, so let's go to the game. I'm gonna be playing, as I mentioned, Legend difficulty, reduce beginner. I will choose the soundtrack. I'm gonna probably change the soundtrack a couple of times, just to have it variety there. And I'm not going to do any more changes. We will select Ironman as promised. Just 1 second. And I will be using the Lost and Abandoned missions. I will be playing them through because I believe they really add a nice add-on to the story. And I will be using the integrated downloadable content. So we are not going to play Alien Hunters, The Nest and the Lost Tower missions. So this is our setup. The first episodes of Season 2 starting now.
Accessing the feed now. We're in. But I don't know for how long. You seeing this? Way too much security, even for Advent.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic. They were telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap. A really obvious trap. We'd need an army to march in there right now.
I've got a better idea. Outrider, this is Central. Go.
Timeline you placed upon us, mistakes are bound to happen.
It wasn't our fault. Please!
There's no need for any of this. I will do what you ask of me. I just need additional time. Did you say something? You're one of those? You must understand, I had no choice.
Outrider, report.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
Are you sure?
Reapers are always sure.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get the hell out of there. They can't know we were here. Yet.
Understood. Now the real war begins.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we
approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep Gatecrasher.
60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
Okay, so the Gatecrasher is on. This will be the standard mission, opening one.
We're heading into the city center to strike a big target. Something that will shake up the tranquil little utopia Advent has been building all these years. Secure the designated coordinates and neutralize all hostile contacts. Firebrand will be in the area for your extraction.
Okay, we are going to the Advent Security District in Labrador City. I have no idea where this might be. Our objective is clear. We need to kill all enemies and plant X4 charges on the monument. This will be our first mission, so we will have only rookies with us. It's gonna be a little bit challenging. Who do we have here on the mission?
Menace 1-5. We have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
We're in concealment.
So, before we actually start moving on, I'm gonna mention a couple of more things which are crucial for our campaign. I will be trying to obviously ace the Gatecrasher. In case we will have a situation, because this is a very challenging mission. The Gatecrasher, I personally consider it one of the toughest missions from the entire game, and all this difficulty, and it's a good thing. It kind of, you know, sets the tone from on what you can expect. At the same time, if you play the first mission poorly, that means you will get soldiers wounded or killed. It's gonna make your life in the early days of the campaign very, very difficult, and we can't have that. So I actually practice something when I'm playing. I would call it a perfect round, which means if we ace this mission, if we have 0 soldiers wounded or maybe 1 soldier wounded, then it's fine and we can go on with it. But in case we will be suffering and we will be getting hammered by the enemies, and we will have either a soldier down or 2 or 3 or 4 soldiers wounded, that means it actually doesn't make much sense to continue, because it's better to restart and start over the whole campaign. I'm gonna just do it, you know, till I'm really happy with the first mission. So this is the thing which I'm, you know, trying to relay here, is that I'm very transparent about the way how I play. There might be people who don't agree with it. There might be people who will say, no, you should actually go with the first mission regardless of the outcome, but I don't agree with it. The legend difficulty is really demanding and difficult, and that means you need to be off to a good start if you want to succeed. So that's a word of advice. What we are, you know, what we'll try to do. Our goal is to come here and put the charges. There will be enemies somewhere around on the way to the charges, even maybe behind it, and we need to eliminate them all. We expect 3 groups of enemies, so that's what we already know. Let's have a look on the soldiers who gonna represent us, who will be trying to drive the aliens away. Okay, let's have a look on the ladies who we have. Okay. So we have Amanda Jefferson, Hunter. Then we have Lollipop, Lola Wilson. Then we have Elizabeth Williams, Lizzie, and Bridget Lindholm. Okay, so 4 ladies. It's fine, perfect. I like that. I can see that we have a high ground here, which I will try to utilize. Elevated position will give you extra 20 aim, which is very useful, especially on the early mission, so we will try to utilize it. The thing is, we don't know where the enemies are and if they will be visible from this high position. So what I'm gonna do, just scout a little bit so we have understanding on how the whole battlefield is laid out. Okay. I think the good thing to do is just go a little bit ahead. And we see the first enemy.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Okay. Fair enough. We have to be mindful. We cannot go into these red locations, obviously, then we would be spotted and we would lose the benefit of the concealment. So now the enemies cannot see us, and unless we will be in direct line of sight, they won't be able to see us. So I will try to come up.
What is it?
Wait, Amanda. I don't mind standing in the open. Usually I would be trying to place my soldiers in the cover, but she's far away. The enemies shouldn't see her. Another good tactic is actually try to flank the enemies. So that's another thing which I will try to do. Split our soldiers and put them in position on which they can attack the enemy from 2 different sides. I'm gonna Overwatch and Overwatch. And let's see where the enemies are going. Oh, that's bad. They're going away. That's not what I wanted to see, unfortunately. That means we might not get a chance to utilize this high elevated position. But we might actually try to wait for them to come back. That's a valid option. So let's move closer to the objective. Overwatch. And yeah, let's go closer a little bit. As well, we will try to avoid these civilians because they can spot us, and it means they can actually call the soldiers.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
And reveal our position.
-15, you're near the target position.
Yep. So as you can see, I can engage, but the chance of success is only 66% in shooting. It will be 3 to 5 damage. We have a chance of extra 2 damage, but I don't believe the 66 now. And I have only 2 soldiers within the visible range, so I'd better wait. Yes, and they're coming back. That's good. Now, can we see them? Yes, we can. Perfect. I think this is now much better position. Can we place you guys, all of you, upstairs? I think we should do that. Yeah, let's do that. As you can see now, the 20% extra because of the high ground is super valuable. It does make a huge difference. 66 or 85, that's a huge difference. It could be a difference between life and death, right? So let's go up. And let's hope they will be coming even closer to me. Now I can overwatch everybody. Where are they? Now the problem is we only see one guy, and that's not good. That's not good. That's not good enough. If we kill him, his other colleagues might be staying in the shadows and they might not engage. and the whole round of Overwatch shots may go into vain. So I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'll go down in high cover.
Okay.
With Lollipop. Okay, this is better. Now we can see them. So let's go.
Moving. On Overwatch.
Here, let's Overwatch.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
And yep, we're gonna Overwatch with Amanda. And Lola will be the first one who will start the shooting. 66 not that much. But we have 3 other guys in Overwatch positions with 86% chance. I really believe we should be able to kill 2 of them. That's reasonable expectations. If we are lucky, we will kill all of them. If we are unlucky, there might be 2 guys standing, and then God be with us. Okay, I don't think we are gonna get any better position unless they will come closer to us. And I don't want another enemy group to just march into the fight, because another important thing to remember is never ever, if you can avoid it, fight more than 1 enemy group at a time. It makes the whole difference in this game on this difficulty. Sometimes it's unavoidable because you will be just unlucky, but if you can avoid it, you really should try. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Let's engage with them because we have the visibility. Yeah, I think we are set. There's nothing else we can do than attack. So Lola, first shot. Are we getting lucky? Okay, that's good. We did some damage. He's not dead, but at least we didn't miss. Come on, boys. Come. And we come forward for our ladies. Wonderful. Perfect, Bridget. What about the other 2 guys? Amanda. Excellent shooting. Oh my god. So good, ladies, well done. So this couldn't have gone any better. All of them are down. We are safely in a high position still. No other enemies in the vicinity, so perfect. What I'm gonna do next is... just wait, I'm not gonna rush it. We're gonna reload.
I'm reloading.
And put ourselves in Overwatch.
In my sights. Oh yeah.
Now this is a small thing to remember. This mission is not a time mission. There is no timer in the right upper corner. That means we can take as many turns we want to finish this mission. Most of the missions in the game are with some kind of timer. You know, there is either you have certain amounts of turns to go to a certain location or do some action, otherwise you will fail the mission. Not here. Here you have all the times you want, and if you have all the time you want, you should utilize it. So that means I'm gonna just wait and use the Overwatch and ensure everybody is in full ammo and a good position just in case the enemies would come to us. And sometimes it's better just wait for them and let them come to you. So that's what we are doing here. We hear them. Somebody is approaching us. Let's see. Nope. Okay. So we can engage, but that would rob us of the opportunity to set up the Overwatch. So what I'm gonna do instead, I will go slowly closer, not too much, just here or here. From this position, I will have a chance to go into the high cover in here and in here and in here. Always remember your moves, or always plan your moves. Remember the surrounding.
On the move.
And be sure you have high cover around you. There will be situations when the enemy will hit you even through high cover. It will happen.
In my sights. Moving to Overwatch.
There is an enemy on this mission, Advent Officer, who has a knack for shooting my guys through high cover, which is like 35% chance only, and he can do critical hits, which can be really nasty. So let's wait. This is a game of patience, right? It doesn't make sense I need to rush forwards without any, you know, without thinking about having a plan set up. So I'm gonna do just a little bit closer. Do we see somebody? No. Okay, perfect. So we are in high cover.
I'm on it.
We are having one guy still upstairs. I don't want to go too close because I'm gonna tell you something which is based on experience. You can see these two columns, right, with the fight symbol. These are actually difficult to distract even with a grenade. You will probably need to use like 2 grenades to get rid of them, and if the enemy will be camped behind them, they are going to be very difficult to shoot at. So I'm trying to avoid a situation when I would come here, the enemy would come here, and they would be so close in much better situation, because all these things can be easily destroyed with a grenade. So I'm gonna just wait. I want them to come out of their zone and have to engage me, so I can use the high cover or the high position.
In my sight.
Let's wait. You can actually play it a couple of times, right? There is nothing pushing you. It's not a sprint. This is like more like a marathon. So be patient. Take your time. Remember, you are at a disadvantage. Your soldiers have only a 66% chance to hit. You need to take every advantage you can if you want to succeed. And sometimes even that is enough. Okay, so not sure if they're coming, so we might need to try adjusting the tactics. I think we have a high ground in here as well. So what I can do is actually try a little bit, go a little bit behind, move all these guys one by one.
Absolutely. Position confirmed.
Keep the overwatch on.
Not a problem.
And we will move to the next location. Put our guys on this high ground and try to see the enemies, which probably might be somewhere around here. As I mentioned again, it's a game of patience. Do not rush it. It's not worth it.
We've got movement.
Movement, okay. And we see somebody. Yep. And we have a chance to shoot him. Perfect. Excellent shot. It's fine, we can't hit everything, that's obvious.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
Nope, that's fine, that's alright. Yes, excellent. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So as you see, the patients work on, and we had good overwatch shots hitting them. We can't go too close because there will be another enemy group which we saw, and it could be triggered. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna go up with Lollipop, increase the chance of hitting him. Sector is behind high cover. I can use a grenade on him, but I would destroy the loot, and I don't want to destroy the loot. I want to give it a try by killing him. Come on, yes, perfect.
That's how it's done.
I hope you saw the Advent officer standing in here. So what we are going to do, I can't go here. It would probably trigger them. Remember, they can see up to 17 tiles. So let's count it together, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, so they would see me. If I would run here, they would see me. They would come to his aid and I would be in a disadvantage. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up, increase our aim. No, I don't see him. Okay. So
Absolutely.
45%, that's not much. It's really not that much. So what should I do? I think the best way, we need to stay in high cover. Definitely. There is a chance he will not come at us. He might actually try to run away. So for this, I will try to overwatch. Because I don't believe the 45. I don't think the 45 is going to hit it. We might get lucky. It's a flip coin, right? It's almost 50%. But maybe not. If he runs away, then we have a problem because there will be 4 enemies against us. But we will have a chance to prepare for them. Also, I want the loot, so if I don't come here in 3 turns, it's gonna be expired. But the loot is secondary, it's not the most important thing in the world. It's gonna help me, definitely. If we get it, there will be some weapon modification or something. Okay, I'm gonna overwatch with Bridget. And just in case he goes after us, I'm gonna overwatch with Amanda as well. And with Lizzie. So what's he going to do? Yeah, he's going for it. And we kill him. Perfect. Nice shot.
What did you expect?
Fantastic. So, 2 turns to collect the loot. I think at this point of time, there is very little chance to get it because I cannot stay here. I will be killed instantly, staying in the open. Not ideal. I need to reload as well. You know what? 17, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I can go freely. Freely I can go here, I believe so. Let's go here. This shouldn't trigger the enemy group. Let's overwatch. I'm gonna reload. We need ammunition. As I mentioned,
Come get some.
the loot is secondary.
I'm still here.
It's not the most important thing in the
my
world.
sights.
It would be nice to get it, but not at the cost of losing a soldier. Let's have a look what they do. So I have 1 more turn to go, so I'm not gonna manage it. No, I can't. That's bad, that's bad. Okay, loot is gone. Fair enough. I'm not gonna bother. So instead, I'm giving up on the loot. I am going to reload and prepare for the last attack.
Scanning. I'm ready.
So sometimes you need to give up something in order to increase your chance. The good thing is we still have all our grenades. Loot is gone. We don't have to be savvy on those grenades. Yeah, loot is expired. Should I engage? Just use the grenades. How many damage is it?
Heading out.
Let's try this. Okay, that's good. We didn't trigger them.
Who asked you? Sure thing.
I'm trying to stay scattered a little bit,
Ready for action.
so we can use the flanking move.
What's making that noise?
Phew, this is intense. We have 1 last enemy group to go, and we are doing quite well so far, so I hope I will not jinx it. You know what, I'm actually thinking, why shouldn't we try to come here? Yeah, this looks like a good idea. Do we see the enemy? No, perfect.
Moving to Overwatch.
So, I think here we might see them, so I'm not gonna go there yet.
Sweeping.
Still wait.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Let's have a look.
Movement here.
There's a risky tactics which we can try to exploit, and that would mean if I go here, I might actually... The problem is the enemies can stay behind here and be bunked here, you know, and I will not have a good place to move, so... From here I can flank them, maybe if they step by here. I could try to come here. That would be very risky because I would be very close to them, but I think it's worth the shot. Okay, let's give it a try.
Sure thing.
Bridget, you will be our frontline soldier. Now I'm gonna show you one more thing which I like to do. It's a little neat trick.
Ready for action.
Specific for these situations, right? We know the enemies are somewhere around here. Unless they will move now. No, they didn't. So how do we know where they are, right? And as you can see, this indicates all the places you can go with your soldier. Right, so Lindholm can come here, 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 here. And obviously, she cannot step into a position or field which is taken by the enemy soldier. So all you need to do is actually go around here, trying to find the sweet spot, which, oh, careful so I don't come here, sweet spot on which there is no available move. If you can see here, 2, 3, and if I go 1 to the left, it skips. I cannot go here. You see, I'm going around. There is another one. So I can pretty much see where the soldiers are. So one is in here, other one is in here, and the last one is in here. That's my bet on where the alien soldiers are. So 1, 2, 3. So let's have a look if I will be able to place a grenade here. Can I do that? No, this will not cover all. This will hit only 2 of them. No, only 1 of them. Once again, let's be patient and let's look exactly where they are. Ta-da. So this field right here, you can see the small little grass, small little plant. So one field in here, one field in here, and one field in here. So can we hit these 2 places at least? Yes, we can. Can we hit all 3 of them in here? No, we can't. That was it. I can either try these 2 or these 2. I don't know where the soldier is. I'm gonna try this one. Boom. Fantastic, we killed one, perfect. Officer is alive, trooper 1 health, that's awesome. And the other good thing is, they didn't see us coming.
What is it?
So perfect, let's
In my sights.
Can we risk it? No, let's not risk it.
Out. Got it covered.
I'm gonna go back.
Moving.
And this is a little, you know, it's a little bit, I would say unfair tactics, but because I know where they are, I can actually try doing the same
On the same page.
with Hunter. So So I'm gonna stay here. They shouldn't be seeing me. Okay. Overwatch.
Roger that.
Overwatch.
Got it covered. Come get some.
If they don't move, they shouldn't move. Okay, let's... And he died. Perfect. So he was in fire. So there's only one last enemy, which is the Advent Trooper. Sorry, Advent Captain. Let's see if we can find him. And if we can find him, what can we do, huh? Of course, we will toss a grenade on him. So I think he's standing right here.
Time for some payback.
Excellent. He's down to 4 health. We have 2 grenades. This should be doable. This should be doable with last 2 soldiers. We just need to go close enough to get him.
Moving on target location. Overwatch. Got it covered. Not a problem. On Overwatch. Be quiet.
Okay, we have a good chance on finishing this game with flawless mission. And I'm gonna try to take it.
Ready for action.
So,
Absolutely.
let's take it step by step.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Absolutely no rush.
Heading out.
There might be people who will say, oh, this is cheesy and I don't know. But you know what? The legend difficulty is so difficult. It's gonna make you pay and cry, and every little mistake you made is gonna turn against you. So every little advantage you can get, I'm saying, go for it. Don't think twice, actually.
Moving to designated position.
It's you or the enemy, right? And if the enemy is making an error,
Sweeping.
you have to exploit it. So... Ren. Where is the enemy? Is he still there? Let's find him, huh? You know what? We don't need to find him. We can actually go for it. I'm gonna flash him. I'm gonna
Heading out.
make him run somewhere. Sees me. Where is he going?
We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? It's 56%. Let's give it a try. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. He's dead anyway. Unless we make a stupid mistake, he will die. So, Bridget, why don't you go here and flank him? 82%. Haha. One resilient captain.
Not a problem.
Lola. One for you. 85%. Yep, he's down. Perfect. We got it. We got it, folks.
We're not picking up any inbound
Lizzie.
contacts. Scanners are clear. Menace 1-5, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on
Whew,
the double.
we did it. Flawless mission. Perfect. I'm happy. I'm so happy.
Extraction point. Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charge.
We didn't get a loot, but because we got the flawless mission, we have the bonus reward. This is because of the mod which I'm using, which I told you about in the beginning. So let's see what we have. Our resistance allies were very impressed with your squad's performance, Commander. As a reward, they have donated 24 alien alloys and bonus ability points too. Thank you. I'll take it. It's not something I could use from the beginning. It's not gonna help me in the early stage, but later on, every little bit helps. We killed 8 enemies. Flawless mission, perfect. No wounded, no killed soldiers. And let's take a mission. Okay. Let's have a look. MVP, Bridget. 3 kills. Fantastic. Amanda, 1 kill. Nice. Lola, perfect. Perfect shooting. Lizzie, she did alright. Yep. Let's take a photo. I think we should commemorate this first mission, so it looks really nice. Humanity's heroes. Yeah, it's time to take Earth back. I agree. Woman power. All ladies do exceptionally well. Perfect. And going back.
All Advent gene therapy clinics will be closed tomorrow for equipment upgrades. Initial reports that the suspension of services were the result of dissident activity have been dismissed as radical propaganda.
So everybody's coming back with no wound, and that's very important at the first stage. So we will have promotion, all of them. Perfect. I am going to start with Lizzie.
The Ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
Perfect, so Lizzie's our ranger. Super useful early on. She will probably do a lot of damage, and she will also work as our scout. If you don't know the game, I'm gonna speak very briefly about these all things, you know. I assume most of you guys already seen this game before, so you know how it works. But anyway, you can select abilities as you progress and as you advance, and either train her as a sword or scout, or you can do a mixture. You cannot never select two abilities from the one level. You always have to choose one or the other. At the moment she's a squaddy. She has the slash ability, that means she can use the sword on her back. Perfect. She's got combat intelligence above average, which means she will get action points slightly faster than other guys, which is cool. We can use the action points to buy additional skills, but only after we will build a training center. Health is 5, mobility 12 tiles, 68 is the aim, which will improve as she will advance. Her will is 4150. You can see that the will is actually decreasing after each mission. That means she's kind of like getting tired, you know, and there will be a time she needs to take to recover. It is advised not to take guys who are on a low will to missions. You can, but they will have penalties, and they will be susceptible to psionic attacks from the aliens. So it's better to have the will in green or on full. One mission, one kill. Elizabeth from Australia. We will get to know her very soon.
Just like it sounds,
Lola.
our sharpshooters
Fantastic.
engage enemy targets
She
with
looks so
pinpoint
fierce.
accuracy
I like
from
it.
extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter.
So Lola, welcome. Our sharpshooter, the same. Again, she can be a sniper or a gunslinger or a combination of both. Health is 5, mobility 12, 75 AM because that's her specialty. Standard combat intelligence, and squad sight is the first ability she has. She can shoot at enemies within the squadman sight if there is a line of sight to the target. Let's go with Amanda.
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic.
Perfect, so she's our tech specialist. 8 protocol and hacking ability, superb. 50 hacking, standard combat intelligence. Everything else is, like you already know, either combat hacker or battle medic to choose from. And last but not least,
serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery
so this
whenever
is
and wherever we need it.
our Grenadier. Perfect, she looks so cool as a Grenadier. I really love it. So, Bridget Lindholm, perfect. Okay. Got some goodies, some corpses.
Commander to the research
So
lab.
this is our ship. This is our ship, which is sitting somewhere, which seems like what is it? Is it a tundra or is it a desert? Savannah maybe. Anyway,
most of our new recruits have never worked.
You can
in
see
close
these
quarters like the Avenger.
slots here.
Before
We
the
need to
war, we
excavate
might have
them
time
in
to
order to
check
be
it
able to
out.
build
They're gonna have to pick
facilities.
things up on the
We have one available here, which is empty. We can start with that. That's actually really nice. These are special exposed power coil. They are more difficult to excavate, but they will provide more power. Power is here. We have 6 out of 15, and that limits the number of buildings we can build. Each building has a different demand on power. We can excavate with engineers, we have 0, and we can research in research lab with scientists, we have 0. We will try to get 1 or more as soon as possible. Alloys we got, Alerium no, Intel 60, supplies, that's like money, income 150 per month. You can see there are other fields, important rooms like armory, bar, engineering, bridge, living quarters, captain quarters. What I'm gonna do now first, I'm gonna go to this yellow because it kind of invites me. Let's go to research and let's see what we have in there.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
So you heard the man. We need to send scientists his way, and we will begin with research because we don't have any modification yet. So I'm not gonna do the modular weapons. We are going to start with alien biotech.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Okay, the next.
Commander to engineering.
Next is engineering.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
Okay, Lily. I'm sad that your father's gone, but I believe you will be super helpful in our efforts, so thank you. In here we can build items, and we are gonna do something like that.
Second
thing which we need to do is build a facility.
I can manufacture anything we need in no time.
As I mentioned, we have one active place to build something.
But we'll need more engineers.
The problem is to choose what to do. I would say like 90% of people start with guerrilla tactics school. They just do it as the first thing. I think it's quite reasonable. And it makes sense. And it, I would say, the fact that 90% or 95, I don't know, of people are building the GTS as a first building, it kind of, you know, gives you the hint on how important this building is. In this building, you can purchase and unlock additional skills and benefits for soldiers, including an increase to the number of soldiers you can take on a mission. So you know, now we can bring 4 people. Once one of your soldiers became, I think, sergeant, if I remember correctly, then you will be able to bring 5. And once you will have a soldier promoted to captain, we will be able to bring 6 people. So it's super useful. But I do play slightly differently. I do favor lab as our first building. It's very costly, it will consume all my supplies. It's very risky, obviously, to take this building as a first building. But why? What does it do? It gives you the chance that research breakthrough will occur, and if we put scientists in here, we will further decrease the time of all research. It was super useful in the vanilla version of the game, with no War of the Chosen expansion. In this game, in the War of the Chosen, it's slightly less beneficial. I'm actually a little bit torn. I'm thinking if I shouldn't go with the flow and select Guerrilla Tactics School. That's a toughie, that's a toughie. The benefit of Guerrilla Tactics School, it costs only 100 supplies, so you will have still 75 supplies to spend on some goodies. Let's have a look on the layout. Where are we going next? I think once we have this, we will be going this way, and then this way, and this way. And this one, exposed coal, okay. You know what, let's make it really challenging. Let's do lab first.
We'll start work on the new facility right away, Commander.
It's gonna take 40 days, it's a lot of time.
When it's up and running.
We can put an engineer there to decrease the time.
It's been slow going.
If you place engineer on this spot,
interfacing our equipment with the alien technology
it's
still
gonna cut the building
Most
time
of
in
the
half.
primary systems are now operating on some combination of our technology and theirs. My hope is to use the best of both worlds to come up with something new, something
Let's
the
have a
aliens
look
won't
on
expect.
okay, this is our bar. You can see our soldiers in here. It's nice, really nice. So I think what we did is we had research, we had engineering. Let's go to armory. Here we can see our soldiers, and this is all the soldiers we have. I'm gonna do a little bit of explaining now. So we have Bridget, Amanda, Lola, Elizabeth, who we already met. All these are rookies which we can take with us, and they also can get promotion. On the right side you can see their picture and their compatibility with other soldiers. The soldiers can get so-called bronze that will give them additional advantage or benefit in fight in the missions if you bond 2 soldiers together. There are a couple of levels like bronze, silver and gold level. The other thing which you can notice is this color-coded symbol here. Basically it means red is average, orange is slightly better, yellow is really good, and green or blue is excellent. We have one guy with excellent skills. That means he will be getting so-called ability points much quicker than the others. So he's a genius. Oh, okay. I like the outfit, but I think it is slightly changed. And let me see. Yeah, we need to change this, because I remember this guy is not. This is not his story. This is some kind of default story which is there. I'm gonna change it later. Don't worry about it. I think we can meet the guy. Let's. What I like to do on these missions is I like to get to know the soldiers who are fighting for us. You know, it's not just a bunch of anonymous guys. This is a real soldiers who we will build relationship, who will bond together, who will fight and bleed, and I think we should know them. We owe it to them. These are the guys who are driving the enemies away from Earth, the aliens and the elders. Let's have a look on our Grenadier. Youngest daughter of XCOM's most famous weapon designer. Bridget was the first of his children to show an interest in mechanical engineering. Bridget spent much of her spare time in her father's workshop, learning the trade and honing her skills. At the age of 18, Bridget decided to join XCOM and Shen's team as a mechanical engineer. Her aptitude for engineering mirrored that of her father's, but Bridget's primary interest was in armor fabrication and defensive systems. Eventually, she realized that serving only as a mechanic wasn't good enough, and that the best way she could aid was to become a warrior in her own right. No longer in the sidelines, Bridget has taken up arms to defend those in need of protection. Okay, so an engineer who eventually become a grenadier. Perfect. Welcome to the team. Amanda. A little concerned about the outfit, but I hope it will be fine even for children. Okay, let's have a look. So, Amanda comes from a military family. Her grandfather was a West Point graduate and her father was one of the resistance leaders in East Coast USA when the invasion began. She is determined to make her family legacy go on by joining the resistance and her father did. When she's not hunting aliens, she loves to watch the ER series. Okay, nice. Welcome, Amanda, from a military family. So, our specialist.
They had the drop on us for sure.
Lola.
Advent, there's something we could never have prepared for, even with better gear. Between the propaganda, the handouts, and the
country of origin, United States. Date of birth, September 24, 2001. When asked about her past, Lola revealed that she had her decent share as a pole dancer and cabaret artist in Las Vegas. By the time, she used to hang out with the security guards from the palace and cabaret and occasionally accompanied them to the local shooting range. When the aliens invaded, most of the gun owners did not stand idle and formed local militia to defend against the invasion. After a couple of years of fighting, she welcomed the truce and the Advent administration since she believed that peace can be upon Earth again. But one of the first decisions of the new administration was to ban private ownership of all weapons. And the bans continued. Chocolate, alcohol, marijuana and all forms of adult entertainment were suddenly illegal. There was no place in Advent Utopia for personal freedom and fun. Lola, disgruntled by these acts, defected with many others from the Advent control era, where Las Vegas used to be, and joined the Resistance Haven from close by Emerald Cove. Okay, so this is a really nice story. How she escaped the totality and former adult artist or cabaret dancer. Okay, nice, very nice. Welcome. Lollipop. Lizzie. Elizabeth Williams. Lizzie was little when the invasion began. Her father wanted to join the resistance, but her mother was against it, as she was afraid he will get killed by the aliens. They moved away from Sydney to a small town of Bevendale so they could live in peace, far from the alien clinics and controls. Sorry, just 1 second. Eventually the war tracked even Williams' family down, as her father was kidnapped when going for goods and supplies. His abduction was spotted by the local resistance group, which was monitoring Advent movements and actions in the area. They have found Mr. Williams with the sad news. She has decided... Mrs. Williams, sorry. They have found Mrs. Williams with the sad news. She has decided to put everything she had to find her abducted husband and agreed to join the resistance as a supporter. She has provided supplies and hideouts for resistance members. Little Lizzie started to help her mother with small chores, and she never gave hope of hearing news about her father. She became a resistance fighting member since she reached 16 and still checks with other resistance groups about abduction locations where those victims were taken, as she still believes her father might be alive. Okay, so little Lizzie searching for his father. Nice, welcome. He is gonna be our ranger. It's perfect. I think that should be fine for the timing. I'm gonna read the other bios later on. I'm really looking forward to meet those guys. They look fierce, they look so cool. So this is really good. Now last thing, let's go to the bridge.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry. Not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
Commander, we're attempting contact with a local resistance faction known as the Reapers. These people like to keep a very low profile, so it may take some time before we hear back. While we're waiting, it might be worthwhile to scan the area for additional supplies and resources. You never know what we may find out there. Commander, one of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that may be worth investigating.
Okay, so this is where we are going to go. We have a radio operator, rumor from the resistance. Time to investigate it 5 days, and we can get increased region income. Let's go for it.
Avenger plotting new course.
We are in the North America, which is actually a good location. I like that.
Commander, the Avengers' remote scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
Perfect. Another one. Supplies.
Avenger
Let's go there. There's nothing else we can do at the moment. And we need the supplies, obviously. And alien biotech is ready. Our first research completed.
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
Okay, so we learned something about ourselves, and we also get another objective, which is mandatory.
The Advent officers have clearly been modified.
We can build another building. We have additional research available, so what should we choose now? Infirmary, I'm not gonna build it now.
During the course of our research,
Power relay
we made a
construction.
startling breakthrough that has led us to another potential avenue of study. However,
Power
if we are
relay
to
cost by
proceed down this
50%.
path, we must do so immediately, or I
No,
fear
it's
we
not.
will lose our
It's not that
opportunity
good.
to return to it in the
I
future.
think we should go for. Yeah, the Advent officer autopsy.
The Advent officers appear to be similar,
I'm gonna go
if
for it.
not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
Okay, let's. Nothing else for us to do.
Completed the operation necessary.
Let's go back to the page and scan the supplies.
Commander, as the resistance
Perfect. We have a new target, Operation Hammer Giant in Eastern US. We need to recover item from Resistance Haven. It's an easy difficulty, and we will get Yost DeVos as engineer. I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna just go there and prepare, and this will be all for today. So this mission we will do on Tuesday when it's our next scheduled mission. I will be doing one mission per stream. So guys, thank you very much for stopping by. This is Ladia from Bar. Stay safe, be good. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.